His name is OJ Alika, I believe, CEO, State Financial Officers Foundation. Did I say it right, OJ?
Oleka, but close enough, Vaughn. Good to be with you.
Thank you. I'm going to put an A above there so I say it right next time. All right, so the financial officers about these Tesla attacks. We just had a woman allegedly do something to a Tesla. Even here in small town America, south of the great big cities, it's happening everywhere.
Mm-hmm. It absolutely is, and it's really a tragedy. I mean, Tesla is a great American company. They employ hundreds of thousands of people, and the reason why Tesla is being attacked is because of politics. And I want to make this very, very clear, and this is why our financial officers have called on Attorney General Pam Bondi to label this as domestic terrorism. They are thankful for the work that she's done. It's because this type of thing is only happening because they don't like the politics of the CEO. I mean, 10 years ago, these same activists were saying that Tesla was the future. They loved electric vehicles and that type of thing. They loved EVs. Now, because Elon Musk is trying to make the government just a little bit smaller, they're trying to intimidate him through violence and change his political behavior. By definition, by statutory definition, that's domestic terrorism. It's ugly, it's grotesque, and it needs to be stopped.
And it's stupid. Let's just throw that in there. And Tim Walz, who, thank God, is not the vice president, that guy is like Krusty the Clown from The Simpsons, man. He is just off of his proverbial rocker. That guy is nuts. But Elon is a very sensitive and nice guy. I hated that he was a liberal when he was a liberal, and I think his cars are ugly. But I just chose not to buy one. I'm not going to go out and destroy someone else's because I didn't like that he was a Democrat. The fact that they think it's okay to perpetrate violence on other people because they disagree with their politics, if it were the other way around, there would be a nationwide vomit session where they wouldn't be able to control themselves. So it's very upsetting to me.
Well, it's true, and Fauna, I hate to say it this way, but this is part and parcel what the radical left does. I mean, you saw it in summer 2020. You see it with pregnancy crisis centers. You see it now with Tesla. If they disagree with your politics and they lose at the ballot box the issues that they want, and they simply turn to violence. And the reason why, from our financial officer's perspective, this is such a big deal and why it's bizarre why an elected official would push for this kind of thing, public pensions and state investments are in Tesla, whether it's an index fund or with Tesla stocks directly. So actively harming a company's success by causing them to have to deal with the financial repercussions of rebuilding or any legal charges that may happen as a result of some investigations, you're actively causing the value of the company to go down, which means you are devaluing the pensions of retired teachers, of retired police officers, and the people who are trying to keep communities safe and make them better. It makes no sense, and that's why our folks are against it.
I agree, because, and a lot of them are your first responders. They are the people who protect you. They are your dentists. They are, just anybody who wanted to invest in a growing company because, I mean, let's face it, there was a mandate, so everybody figured it was a safe bet, right? So, the fact that they're doing this right now is domestic terrorism. They labeled parents who went to school board meetings and got a little heated because of the nastiness that was going on in some of the schools, not just in the curriculum, but the libraries or elsewhere. They had no problem going for the throat and calling them domestic terrorists. What's the holdup here?
Exactly. And it's a simple question, Fawn. To Americans, what sounds like a domestic terrorist to you? A mother who's upset that her kids are learning something inappropriate in school,
pornographic,
or somebody pornographic in school, or somebody firebombing a dealership. I mean, it's pretty obvious which one is which. But again, this is why I am so thankful for the courage of the financial officers, because they are willing, as statewide elected officials who are the most trusted on financial issues, by the way, according to a poll that came out just a few weeks ago, they are actively saying, look, if you value the public pensions of the people that you mentioned, first responders, teachers, law enforcement, if you value state investments, if you're an elected official, you got to call this stuff out. And again, we're thankful to Attorney General Pam Bondi. We're thankful to the president as they're actively trying to work through these investigations because it's wrong and it needs to be stopped.
Well, and the individual attacks need to be domestic terrorism as well, not just on the dealerships, because people, I mean, let's just call spade a spade here, OJ. Teslas are expensive. So if you have one, you paid a lot of money for it. You probably still have payments on it. You're paying very high insurance on it. And the upkeep is expensive. And you're going to go take a key and just rip the paint up on the side. Do you know what I would do to somebody if I found them ripping up the side of my car?
Exactly. We've seen reports of people keying, people putting graffiti on there of swastikas. People allegedly have been drive-by shootings on Teslas. I mean, this stuff is terrible. And like you said, these are individual people who just purchased a car. And now you're deciding, because you don't like the politics of the CEO, that you're going to destroy personal and private property. It really is a bizarre thing, and it's un-American and in the way that people are reacting to it, those that are celebrating it or promoting it. And again, I want to make a clear distinction, as you pointed out at the front. Just don't buy the car. If you don't like Tesla, just don't buy the car. That is a fine, legal way to behave in a situation. What you can't do is start taking the violence what these folks are doing on the radical left.
Well, the damnedest thing about it, OJ, that that I find funny, and I think about it, I start chuckling. People think I'm nuts. I'm like, sorry, I was thinking about Democrats again. It's funny to me that they're keying up the cars of people who probably vote with them.
Well, that's true. That's true.
And let's look at celebrities like Sheryl Crow, who is from right up the road here. She's trading in her Tesla as a statement saying, I'm going to go get a different car. I'm going to trade. That's how you do it. If you don't want to support it anymore, trade your car in and do it the right way. Don't go destroy other people's cars. This is stupid. Can't stand it. Anyway, where do people go to read the letter to Pam Bondi, OJ, and to see what you guys are doing?
They can go to sfof.com. That's sfof.com. And again, it's a great opportunity for people to see exactly what their state financial officers are doing, and that is defending the American way of life, defending free markets, defending capitalism, federalism, the things that make this country great. And we're thankful to have 41 financial officers across 30 states representing over 170 million Americans. Treasurer Malik in Missouri and Oliver Fitzpatrick are two of our guys. They're doing great work. So we're excited for the things that our people are doing to make sure that we can protect your interests as an American and your finances as an individual.
Well, Missouri leaders always step up quickly when crazy shows its face. We stand up to find it. All right, OJ Aleka is the CEO of the State Financial Officers Foundation. Please go read the letter to Pam Bondi, and I couldn't agree with you more. Thank you, OJ.
Thanks, Vaughn. Good to be with you.
You too. Bye-bye.